just fucking died! You just fucking died! You just fucking died! You just fucking died! You just fucking died!
Hey everyone, and welcome to another week of Iron Man Skyrim. I just clear up some things in Whiterun before heading out, grab Lydia, grab some spells, and then head out towards Honningbrew Meadery. Now, I'm actually heading to Valheim Towers, where Amryn's family sword is kept, but I'm waylaid by these hired thugs. I'm pretty sure they're hired whenever you steal something from someone, and they're a one-time only event, but they are pretty tough, so take them out one at a time if possible. Now, over here at Valheim Towers, I demonstrate my love of Talon Strike once again, but it doesn't go so well for me. My aim is not that good, apparently. I fight these 3 bandits well into the night, and actually I have to crash at Valheim Towers just so I can shoot at people again. So in the morning, I shoot at the lookout, I shoot at the bandit chief, and then I shoot at the poor man who's foolish enough to run across the bridge at me. Magic! Better go investigate! Alright, and I summoned the wolf. I really recommend you take it. It's a pretty weak familiar, but it will slow down anyone who's just charging at you, which he does admirably. Now, right across the bridge and to the right, you will find a path to Sheerpoint. Now, Sheerpoint is going to be our first optional dragon fight, and I'm actually not too worried about it. Mainly because I know Sheerpoint has a great obelisk just sitting, and it will make for excellent cover. When it comes straight down to it, winning a dragon fight is all about patience and cover. As you can see, he can't even begin to consider hitting me. So I take a level in the middle of this fight because I get a little bit impatient, to be completely honest, and I end up deciding to go for the first level of alteration, just because Talon Strike turns out to be so useful. After that, I take out this dragon without too much issue, which is ultimately a good thing, because I have to save up all my stamina for this next fight. So, like I said, just kill the dragon, but here's the real kicker. In that casket over there is our good friend Croesus. Now, from the moment he pops out of that casket to the moment I finally manage to kill him, it is the longest fight I've ever had. I go full Dragon Ball Z on this. There's a point where I even start running in front of his staff of fireballs, just to regenerate magicka. I cannot stress how long it goes on, but at least it comes to a satisfying conclusion. Yeah, dude, that was an incredibly long fight. How long? 17 minutes and 6 seconds. Now, that's just a number to you, but to me, I lost all interest in that fight at 2 minutes. He even managed to drain his staff of fireballs, which I didn't even know was possible. So at this point, I just grab the, let me see, I think it's Throw Voice Shout, which will be useful when I'm setting up my traps, head back into Whiterun, build myself a tent, and just sell my stuff. I also have to make some Restore Magicka potions because I ran out of them in the Croesus fight. Finally, I get my last set of spells from Farengar and I head back out into the world. Now my first step is Whiterun's Retreat. I believe I'm killing the bounty, or getting a bounty for the bandit chief here. Along the way, I end up getting waylaid by perhaps the most pitiable assassin in the history of the game. I don't think this Argonian even knows who her target is. This is a mercy killing, I'm sorry. Alright, now I can proceed to my destination uninhibited. Unless I get the final one of these road events. Man, I'm getting all the aggressive events today. Oh, that was polite. Anyway, here at Whiterun's Retreat, I just start off the battle by stealth killing a dog, which just proves I'm a villain. And the bandit actually pulls a number, but nothing that a bunch of health potions won't fix, and I take him out without too much issue. Now, I'm actually conducting an experiment here. I used Ghost Walk, which has you go invisible for 10 seconds or until cancelled, and then it teleports you back to where you cast the spell, like so. Nice. So this spell might actually end up being a little overpowered, and the bandit, funnily enough, I don't know what kills him. He just runs away at the time. So, my next set of experiments, I cast a Frost Rune on the ground. I'm not sure if it goes off when I step on it. Luckily it does not. And I hit the bandit chief, and I just watch and see what happens. Oh, yes! That is exactly what I'm talking about. So, I take him out without too much issue, and I get some closure on that bandit earlier. I find out what happened to him. Embarrassing. So, next stop on notable locations is the Silent Moons camp. I recommend you try to draw the guys out of the forge when you get there, just because they are kind of difficult enemies, and they're all holed up in the forge. It's kind of tough to take them all out at once. So I use my new favorite trick on our friend here, and then I make my way down to their storage room and I rob them blind. And I have in fact learned my lesson. I now carry a torch with me at all times. My next stop is Halted Stream Camp. Hadouken! Hadouken! Aww. Anyway, I take a level here, and I take Novice Illusion, and I have another perk, but I'm not sure where I spent it, but I'm pretty sure I put it into dual casting illusion spells. Now, why come to Halted Stream Camp at all? Well, that's simple. Iron. There are so many iron ingots just laying around for the taking. You'll probably walk out of here with 40. And if that's not good enough for you, you could always pick up the dozen or so mammoth tusks they have lying around. That will be especially useful in completing all those nasty side quests that are kind of difficult to get to without them. Also, one of the enemies drops the Poacher's Axe, which as far as I know is completely unique. Now, this isn't a spot on the map. I've never been here before this playthrough. It's just a bandit hideout, which I actually do a pretty terrible job of clearing out, thank goodness for Lydia. Now, after you unlock this chest, you even trigger a little event that I've never had happen before. They just run at you like madmen. I'm not sure if that was supposed to happen when you trigger the event or what. But luckily, due to my quick thinking, any minute now, quick thinking, there you go. I managed to summon a fire atronach and get out of the way pretty quick. Even so, they end up being pretty easy to take down. Only takes me a couple of minutes here. The most worrying one was probably, I think there's a bandit outlaw somewhere in there, yeah, but even so, he gets taken down without too much issue. Now again, I don't know exactly where on the map that was, but this should give you a pretty good idea of the direction. It's only a couple of seconds really outside of Whiterun. Looks like on maybe the northeast side. Northwest, rather. Anyway, so just forge some steel ingots, forge some lockpicks, and I'm good to go. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope you have a great week. See you next time.